Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. We all have heroes as we grow up in life, and when I think of Westminster Chapel, where I'm speaking from, heroes of mine over the years have been Dr. Martyn Lloyd-Jones, R.T. Kendall, amazing Bible teacher, loved reading what he produced as a young Christian, Greg Haslam of latter years, but actually only getting to know this guy in recent few months. This is Samuel Martin, or a bust of Samuel Martin, who was the first pastor at Westminster Chapel. A man who in 1840 heard God to come to what Dickens called the Devil's Acre, the poorest area of London at the time, with real poverty, social need, degradation. This man bravely came here, his first pastorate, and decided he was going to preach the gospel and care for the poor. And God established over 20 years, 1,000 people were added into this church. An amazing, amazing testimony. So powerful was the move of God that they had to knock down the old building and build what people now know as Westminster Chapel in 1860s. And he died a young man. He was only in his 60s when he died. But he left an amazing legacy, a legacy that we feel, coming to London, Heather and I, working with the leaders here, this is something of the foundation we want to go back to in terms of what God wants to build here for the future. And so let me introduce him one more time, Samuel Martin, someone whose name I've never even heard of, and probably you've never heard of before. And yet in God's timing, in God's writing of history, these men are giants in the faith and inspire us all about building the local church, caring for the poor, and preaching the gospel.